Good afternoon. This is Andre with Badass Vets. Today what we're going to do is we're going to install a 2025 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 Corsa Track Exhaust. That's the Corsa Track Exhaust. We're going to install it, but before we do, we're going to do a decibel reading of a cold start from the stock exhaust, as well as idle and a couple of revs. Once the new exhaust is installed, we'll go ahead and do the same for the new exhaust. We won't be showing a how-to video on the installation. There's some other videos out there on YouTube for that, but what we will do is, again, for those people who are considering an exhaust upgrade for the Z06, we're going to try to give you an ample opportunity to hear the difference between stock and the Corsa Track Exhaust. This particular car already has the Eventuri cold air intake installed. However, it has the factory headers, factory exhausts, the factory cats, and no other modifications have been made. So again, all we have currently on the vehicle is the Eventuri cold air intake with the stock cats and stock headers and the stock exhaust. Once we're complete, we will still have the Eventuri and we will have the Corsa Track Exhaust, still using the factory cats and the factory headers. Those revs were at 2,000, 3,000, and 5,000 RPM. That would be the stock exhaust. On the decibel reader in tour mode, we average 80 decibels at about 8 feet from the exhaust, 80 decibels with the decibel reader. In sport mode, with the valves open, we registered at 90 decibels. 90 decibels at 5,000 RPM. Mind you, is some pops. And from the exhaust at in the sport mode that you didn't get in the tour mode. However, the max on that was 90 decibels. Once we install the track exhaust, I'll redo the decibel reading as well as doing some revs on camera for you so you can hear how it sounds. This is the 2025 Corvette Z06. We're about to do a cold start with the newly installed Corsa Track Exhaust. We have the Eventuri cold air intake, factory headers, factory cats, but we do have the Corsa Performance Track Exhaust. We're going to do this cold start, and then we're going to do a decibel reading. The decibel reading maxed out at 90 decibels. It averaged 75 decibels. Like previously stated, the decibel reading is similar, although it averages a little louder. The maximum decibel reading is the same. However, the tone, the note is much deeper. It's much smoother. The exhaust actually seems to clean up some of the sound, some of the V6 sound that you get with the stock exhaust. So overall, I think it's a good exhaust for the money. I think that a cat delete or high flow cats, I'm considering high flow cats, would absolutely wake it up more, bring it up to closer to the 100 to 110 decibel in the cold start, and bring that average up probably around 90. So if louder is what you want, I would say consider the high flow cats. If a nicer tone, a nicer deeper tone with a smoother acceleration tone as well as a smoother tone at idle, I would definitely consider the Corsa Track Exhaust. I'm not sure what the difference would be with the mufflered exhaust, but the Track Exhaust seems to be, again, not much louder with the factory cats, but overall, to me, a cleaner sound.